So my husband says to me last night that he'd really, really love it if when he came home from work, I was there at the door to greet him. My first initial reaction to this was, so you're telling me you want me to be one of the 1950s wives who come to the door when you're back from work with some warm slippers and have some dinner ready at the table for you? That's what you're asking me to do? Obviously, that's not going to work. He looked at me and he explained something which actually made a lot of sense. He said he's not expecting any of that from me, but he did say the way that it makes him feel when I give him a really nice greeting, as opposed to what normally happens, which is he comes in through the door, I'm in the thick of it with the children, making dinner, rushing around, I do a quick hi babe, and I carry on with what I'm doing. He said it really makes such a difference for him, for his mindset, preparing him to be able to actually come into the battlefield, his words, the battlefield, and actually like work as a team to get through the whole dinner, bath, bedtime routine. And I thought about it after my initial shock horror reaction, and I thought actually it's nothing on me if I take out 2 minutes when he gets home and just come give him a nice big hug, make him feel so special, and then we can get into it together. So I'm going to try it tonight when he comes home. We'll see how it goes. So for those of you wanting an update about how greeting my husband when he came home from work last night went, here it is. I actually thought it would be really funny and to get all the kids involved in this just for that day, just to see how it went. I told them all before, when I call you, when Daddy gets home, we're all going to rush outside. We'll start cheering, go, yay, Daddy's home, Daddy's home. And they give him big hugs and yet see how his reaction was. So when my husband pulled up, I shouted for the kids, come on, let's go. Daddy's here, let's go. They were all so excited. And in the mad rush to get to the front door, one of my sons tripped over the dog. He then started crying. My daughter, who saw this, started laughing at him. They started arguing. The dog was barking. It was all chaos. So only a few of us made it outside. I explained to my husband what the plan was. We did all give him a hug, albeit a bit delayed. And the first thing he did was turn around to me. He goes, oh, that literally just made my day, even if it went a bit wrong. How can I help you? Bless him. And then, yeah, we basically worked together as a team, went through the whole dinner, bath, bedtime routine. And then in the evening, I got a nice foot rub, which was lovely. So yeah, it's all working out well. Although I'm not going to involve the kids next time. I think it's just going to be me.
Maybe I'm wrong for saying this because I'm a woman and I'm sure people are going to come for me. But I cannot get behind all men are trash. I cannot get behind that narrative. Frankly, I'm kind of sick of it. And maybe it's because I've had the luxury of having the most wonderful father to look up to and like see that there are great men out there. I have like uncles who are more like like really good family friends who are phenomenal men. But that isn't me saying that there is not a large amount of crappy people in the world. And that includes men and women. There are men that are trash and there are women that are trash. But like saying all men are trash, I just can't agree with that because, and maybe it's because I was given that opportunity to see how amazing a man can be with my father as the husband he is to my mom, as well as the father he is to me, and also because I have an amazing partner. But I'm kind of sick of that narrative. So I just figured I'd say that.
I don't understand why it's so surprising for a girlfriend or wife to not think her boyfriend or husband would like to be greeted at the door after a long day's work providing for his family. Just as she wants appreciation, so does he as well. This is one thing the modern women don't understand. It's unfortunate modern women only think about ways to become more selfish instead of giving gestures to their partner. Make sure to be careful that you're not doing too much for women without getting anything in return, because in the end, you will feel empty in the relationship.
Thanks for your advice.
Whenever a woman says all men are trash, she's actually making a confession. She's saying every single man she has had in her life or chose to date treated her like trash. Women like that have not learned anything from their mistakes, so they continue to choose the wrong men and blame all men for their horrible decisions. That's why they keep getting treated so horribly.
Not my problem.
Real men of genius.